My name's Mark Freedman, and I've been into audio for many years. I started when I was about 9, and I'm 60 years old, so I've been at it, quite a while. And I've worked with KS on professional sound installations, like movie theaters and other such things. And I've also worked with recording studios. With regard to PA systems, I've worked with JBL and Yamaha and Meyer. Listening to some Meyer speakers in an auditorium. And also I had seen a presentation with Meyer speakers in Germany at a trade show done by John Meyer. And the speakers that were over his head were very precisely set up, and they worked a long time to get these speakers to sound decent. And KS line arrays, you pull them out of the box and you set them up on a stand, and then they have a little book you look at, and it's got a diagram. It says if it looks like this, pull these pins, turn these switches, put it at this angle, and you'll be fine. And you don't have to have anything other than maybe about 30 minutes of training to set them up, and you get a perfect result. Now, nobody can get a perfect result with line arrays unless they get highly trained, except for the KS line arrays. So out of the box, you get phenomenal sound and tremendous resolution of detail. And I've asked people by survey, listening to things with these line arrays, and it's like you don't even actually have to turn up the volume with these. You can actually play them at a lower than acceptable volume, and the audience will hear with resolution everything that's in the performance with tremendous detail and no distortion. And then, of course, you turn it up. Of course, it's even better because the distortion doesn't rise very much at all. So even at extremely, like at excruciating sound levels, it still sounds clear. As a matter of fact, you have to actually be careful because it's very easy to exceed acceptable sound pressures because there's no distortion that's perceptible. In other words, you have lower than 1% distortion at, like 120 dB or something, which is a bit much for most people at any rate. So you have like this terrific envelope of usefulness with the KS line arrays. And that's my experience with them. When I first came across KS, I was kind of astounded that at PA sound pressures, you got high fidelity. Nowadays, most all professional sound equipment and commercial sound equipment is better than it used to be, but it doesn't hit the mark when it comes to like high fidelity in sound. And the thing that appealed to me about KS is that the stuff actually is high fidelity. It means, in other words, it's true to the natural image of the sound. So that sonic truth, you might say, I guess what amazes me about KS is that you can get so much accuracy at high sound pressure levels, because usually everything goes out the window when you do that.